Zippity doo dah, beautiful day, great to be alive. Hey, what's up everybody? This is Chris Brown here again. Now, as you can see behind me, I'm hanging out here at the Epcot Center here in Walt Disney World. And what we've been doing throughout this video series, we've been talking about your word-of-mouth advertising. So in particular video, we're going to talk about another principle from Mr. Walt Disney when it comes down to your word-of-mouth advertising. And what he says is, if you're boring, how can you expect anybody to talk about you? So what you want to do is you want to do things in your marketing and in your business to really draw attention, to get yourself to be noticed. As we continue throughout these videos, I'm not going to have a whole lot of time to really spend too much time discussing this here today, but just keep an eye out open for your email where we'll talk about this in future videos. But really what this means is you gotta do things to stand out, grab attention. Don't be boring. Don't do the same things that everybody else in your industry is. Probably one of the best examples of this is Lady Gaga. Be the Lady Gaga of your industry. Whether you like her or hate her or whatever it is that you do, she's a great marketer. She really gets herself to stand out beyond the crowd. And you either like her or you hate her. Well, actually, you don't even like her. You either love her or you hate her. There is no middle ground. And a lot of businesses try to play things safe. Let me make everybody happy. And a lot of times if you make everybody happy, you'll attract nobody. So you might want to just piss off some people when it comes down to your marketing. Piss off some other people, but the people that you don't piss off are going to be your loyal fans and your loyal customers. And like I said, I don't have a whole lot of time to really discuss this here today, but let's just look at some of the principles of again, Mr. Walt Disney and how they did this. So he incorporated fun into his marketing. I went and spoke at it. You notice how the way I dress most of the time, I dress fun, hats. Who dresses up in a hat? You know, that's kind of like my trademark, my hat. And I've had some people really complain about my hat. They didn't like my hat. Big deal, you know. But let me get to what I was just about ready to tell you. So a couple of years ago, this was still when I lived in Los Angeles, I was asked to come and speak at an insurance agency. They had a couple hundred agents. And their requirements was that I had to wear a suit. Now that's not my custom to wear a suit, but it gets me to stand out, because if you wear a suit, well, that's what everybody's doing, and wearing a suit is boring. Wearing fun clothes, hats, and just incorporate fun into your business. Get yourself to stand out. And you see, if everybody's dressing in suit, well, then there's nothing for you to do to get people to take notice of you. And here's what happens. However you present yourself, however you dress, however you're doing your marketing, for every group of people that you are attracting, you are detracting somebody else. So what we do want to do, though, is we want to do things to get ourselves to stand out and to be noticed. One of the other things that I do in my marketing is I created this comic strip, and I use these comic strips to create word-of-mouth advertising. You know, it kind of goes viral. It's funny, something that nobody really in my industry is doing, and so it kind of creates some viral marketing for me. And if you don't know what viral marketing is, it's just advertising that really spreads like a virus, like a sickness. When I was working at my last company, there was this website that I found. It was like something like, do you suck at marketing or something like that. And the website was totally not professional at all. It was basically somebody went to a dry eraser book, took those little Sharpie markers, and drew their website and drew these little characters, and it was called "Do You Suck at Making Money?" And it was so funny that I blasted it off to a bunch of my friends, and then they blasted it off to a bunch of theirs. And the product was only a $7 product, but the site actually sold for something like 20 or 30 million because of viral marketing, because of word-of-mouth advertising. It was so funny, people talked about it. Do you remember a number of years ago with the Budweiser frogs and the lizards? Budweiser, and then you had the lizards complaining about the toads. Well, that was funny. That's not necessarily your standard beer commercial, and it was funny, and because of that we talked about it. So like I said, I don't really have time in this video to really talk really in depth on this, but as we continue on into future videos, we'll get more in depth into this. But I did give you some little principles, some key concepts that you could use and go ahead and put this into action. Now on the side of this video, if this was at all helpful to you, I want to encourage you to go ahead and check out what we call is the unfair advantage marketing system, and you'll be able to find that on the side of this video. But I hope this information was helpful for you. I had a blast filming this for you, and take care everyone, and we'll see you on our next video. Bye bye now.